everybody, welcome back to our channel and thank you for stopping by. I just wanted to come on here just to explain a couple of things. I think that happened over the weekend with regards to a couple of recent videos, my last two videos. First one was regarding the Halloween baking and pumpkin carving video, which was due to go up a couple of weeks ago, Halloween actually, the 31st of October. And that did seem to go up absolutely fine. It was working okay when I uploaded it and it was live. And unfortunately, I've since found out that it wasn't actually working. For some reason, it just seemed to stop working. It hadn't processed properly, or it just seemed to go wrong. I don't know what happened. Unfortunately, these things happen with technology. Sometimes it occurs and there's nothing you can really do. So I took it down at the weekend and I did plan to re-upload it. And all of my clips don't seem to be formatting, or they don't seem to be compatible with what I wanted to do with the video. Obviously re-upload it, and don't know exactly what's occurred, which is really, really sad because it means that I cannot upload that video any longer. The baking, to be fair, that segment turned out to be a little bit of a disaster anyway. The cookies seemed to go completely wrong. So in the grand scheme of things, that's not really too important. But the pumpkins, it would have been nice for you to sort of see them like as they ended up. So, I mean, it was nothing special, it was nothing major, I'm not that creative. But also, with regards to another video, which was the most recent one, the one that should have gone up on the Sunday, just gone. Unfortunately, half my clips seem to have gone the same way as my pumpkin carving one, where I can no longer access them. I don't know what is happening, I really don't know. I used to use iMovie, and then I switched to an editing program called Movavi, and for some reason, I don't know, things just seem to have gone a little bit wrong with a couple of my videos. And yeah, as a result, I can't access at least half the clips. Now, some of those clips are still available, I can still get them. So I'm thinking what I will do, because I can't upload that video, which was going to be a full Halloween undecorate and clean with me, I cannot upload it in its entirety. What I was thinking of doing is put together a little montage, which I will again insert in here very, very shortly, so that you can get an idea of what I actually did within that video. So it will kind of be like the little montages that I've put at the beginning of each video every week, where it says in today's video. So it will be kind of like that, just to give you an idea. It'll be sort of a few minutes, maybe a couple of minutes long or something, just so that you can kind of see that. But unfortunately, I can't upload it as a full video. I was very, very stressed over the weekend, but I just kind of come to the conclusion, as I said, with modern technology, sometimes these things happen and you just have to kind of roll with it and just shrug it off and think, okay, it is what it is, I can't do anything about it. Hopefully it won't happen again in a hurry. But we shall see. I mean, obviously with technology, anything is possible. So I'm going to insert, if I can, a couple of photos of the pumpkin carving if I have them available. Also insert a little montage of the undecorating video, which should have gone up last weekend, for you to see, just to get an idea. And then we will go into this week's video, which is a pre-Christmas decorate clean with me, and this will be part one. Part two will be coming up, hopefully, if things go okay with technology. That will be coming up for you next week as you're watching this. So I decided to do it in two parts, because this one is kind of, I could have done it as just one long video, but I know some people like short videos, some people like longer videos, some people like just videos that are in between, and this one is going to end up being probably about 45 minutes, 50 minutes long. Probably be enough for this week's. So I would actually split it into two parts, because the second part will probably end up being roughly the same amount of time. So I just thought it would be a nice way of sort of doing like a little mini series in the lead up to Christmas decorating, and that will be coming up in a couple of weeks. So I plan to do the Christmas decorating on Monday the 22nd, which I know is slightly later than some YouTubers. There's a lot of YouTubers actually that have already put up their decorations and popped their videos on YouTube, and guilty pleasure, I have watched a couple of them. But I'm going to wait for an extra week or two, just so that I can sort of get some cleaning done in the house, and just it's just nice to actually enjoy a few weeks where there's no decorations up at all, and it's just the house just feels nice and clean, and it's just easier to get in order without any decorations. So I'm going to leave that for a couple of weeks, and that will be going up that Sunday. So like I say, watch this space. please come back for the Christmas decorating video. Once again, I do apologise for 2 of my videos not being available to watch. Anyway, I will insert the montage here and then we'll get into this week's video.
Front porch sipping on the rocks, citrus in our beverages, citrus in our beverages. Shown live the good sides, always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies, you know it is all lies. On and on it goes, round and round the road.
Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today's video, as you saw, is going to be a pre-Christmas decorate clean with me. So I'm just going to get bits and pieces done throughout 2 videos. This is part 1. And it's just basically so that I can start decorating in a couple of weeks. So I just kind of want the house sort of sorted out, and just bits and pieces that I don't do on a regular basis or on a weekly basis. I just want to kind of get done if I can before I put Christmas decorations up and things. And this one was filmed on a Saturday, so hence why you can see Neil in the shot here with the kids. They're still sat in bed. I kind of got up and filmed the before shots here early in the morning, so they're kind of still chilling out while I'm doing that. And I was kind of, obviously with sort of stopping and starting with the kids, and because they were at home and stuff over the weekend, it did basically take me all day. So that's life with kids for you. It's just trying to sort of get stuff done, but it's not always possible to get it all done all in one go, because the kids sort of want stuff, or you're wanting to spend time with the kids and do things with them. So anyway, I did manage to get this part done, and it sort of went into kind of late afternoon, early evening. But I'm just giving you an overview of what needs to be done. You can get a rough idea of what I did in this video. So we have washing up to do, we've got a lot of tidying up to do. As you can see, the kids' room is trashed. And the big basket of washing or tumble drying that needs to be folded up. And I'm going to start off here by actually emptying the tumble dry drawer. It's a condenser dryer, so it collects the water in a big drawer. And then I'm going to pop some washing in. And as you can see, I did have a load of washing in the machine already, which I'm just taking out. I'm going to pop that in the tumble dryer before I put another load in.
it's a good life. Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages. Show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is our lies. You know it is our lies. Hey, would you rather stay right here? Make everything disappear. You play my favorite song. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Why don't we stay right here? Make everything disappear. Lay low in the beaching sun. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah, put your rose-colored glasses on.
So now I have a load of washing in. I'm going to tidy up all this Play-Doh stuff, which has been left on the floor by the kids. They just kind of got it out and then were playing with it for a little while and they just decided to leave it everywhere. So I'm just going to tidy that up before I crack on with the washing up.
Light me up, don't you stop, 'cause tonight it's on the line. Show me how you get on down. Close my eyes, take me for a ride. Got to be you. So come and light me up. I still need your fire, baby. I still want you by my side. Light me up, let me touch the flame now, baby. I'm your phoenix tonight.
So now the washing up's done, I'm just going to give the sides a wipe down, and then I'm going to arrange a couple of bunches of roses which Neil, bless his heart, bought home for me when he went food shopping the day before this video was filmed. So he bought them home on the Friday, this was filmed on the Saturday, and I just kind of popped them in a vase of water just to sort of keep them going until I had the time to do them, because he came home in the sort of late afternoon, early evening, and he unpacked the shopping, and then obviously we had to get dinner on and sort the kids out, so I didn't have a chance to do it the day before, but I'm just going to arrange those now. And these are the roses that I was talking about. I did have some flowers which him and the kids bought back for me when they went shopping the week before, but they seem to be going strong still, so I decided to keep those and then just top them up with the new flowers that he got me for this week.
Only time will tell. Why do you keep telling me nothing? But I know all your flaws, at least they say something. Still I try to connect with you through your eyes. Your eyes. What is on your mind? I think it's time to speak. I have crossed the line, but no, not just me. I'm feeling something that goes beyond us. Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Yeah. Only time will tell. I still want all of you and I know all your colors. And I guess 'cause of that I can think of no others. Yeah, I need you to breathe. Without you I'm lost. I'm lost, yeah. What is on your mind? I think it's time to speak. I have crossed the line, but no, not just me. I'm feeling something that goes beyond us. Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Yeah. Only time will tell.
Now I'm just going to rinse the sink round, just get rid of all these soap suds, and then I'm going to dry up this stuff that I've just washed up.
On your mind, I think it's time to speak. I have crossed the line, but no, not just me. I'm feeling something that goes beyond us. Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Yeah. Only time
Now the washing up is dried and put away, I'm going to give the sinks and the drainer a bit of a clean and just wipe over this dish drying rack. Now the sinks and the drainer are lovely and clean, I'm just topping up the hand soap and then I'm going to empty the bin.
I don't wanna feel this way, but it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way.
Now I'm just getting rid of some of these little bits which the kids had sort of put up here. They tend to accumulate where they have little toys, and I just kind of pop the bits up there when I'm cleaning up and picking everything up from the sofa and the floor, and any little bits they just kind of get put in this little space here. So I'm just cleaning those out and just tidying up the paperwork that we've just sort of like shoved here. There's a couple of the kids' workbooks from school and things like that just needed to be sorted and just popped back wherever they came from, wherever they're supposed to be. So I'm just putting some things away here. Now I'm just going to put our bed away and put the cushions back on the sofa. And by this time Neil had actually taken the kids off to look around a couple of shops, and he was going to take them to the toy shop as well, just to get them a little something because they had some money to spend. So he went off for a couple of hours, which was quite nice because it just allowed me to get a few bits and pieces done before they came back. They were gone about an hour and a half, 2 hours I think. So I've obviously just cleaned up after them. Now I'm just going to take the cushion covers off of these scatter cushions and pop them in the washing machine, and you won't see me putting them back on in this video. That will actually be in part 2 because they're not actually supposed to go in the tumble dryer. But when we do take them off, I do actually normally put them in the tumble dryer just on a warm dry. So I put them on for about half an hour, and that's just enough to start them off, just to make sure that they're not too wet when I put them on the radiators to finish them off for a day or two, because the heating's not on all the time at the moment. It's not quite cold enough, although it has sort of started to go on, or every now and again we'll pop it on throughout the day or in the evening if it gets a bit chilly. But it's a little bit slower obviously drying them that way, because the heating just sort of comes on first thing in the morning for an hour, and then we don't normally have it on unless it does get a bit cold sitting around, then we might put it on for an extra hour. So it normally takes things a couple of days to dry if I put them on the radiators. So you won't see me putting them back on in this video, that will be in part 2. But obviously you'll see me here taking them off. And yeah, I just washed them and then just started them off in the tumble dryer and then finished them off on the radiators. Now I'm just going to give the floor in here a vacuum over, and I'm also going to pick up the rug and just hoover the carpet underneath this as well, and then pop that back. And there were a couple of marks on the rug where the kids have dropped things like pasta sauce where they've been eating, or other bits and pieces. Unfortunately, that's kids for you. They drop things and make a bit of a mess. I'm just going to use a couple of wet wipes to spot clean those areas on the rug that need doing.
There are stains on your photo, little cracks on your rusty frame, stuck in the mud, oh, but it's okay. I don't have the pieces of your home, buried in the flashbacks. All these wicked nightmares have gone cold. Now we go way back, as far as way back goes. Still standing by your side. You know I'll be right here when all the monsters come. Oh, I've got you.
Now I'm just going to give my little desk area a tidy up. It was a little bit of a jumble, so I'm just kind of putting some bits and pieces away that I've been sat here with, and obviously I've been editing and doing bits and pieces on the laptop, and things do sort of like just gather here, so I'm just tidying that up a little bit.
Millenniums, but you're okay. I don't have the pieces of your home, buried in the flashbacks. All these wicked nightmares have gone cold. Now we go way back, as far as way back goes. Still standing by your side. You know I'll be right here when all the monsters come. Oh, I've got you. I've got you.
Now moving into the utility, I'm just going to pick up a couple of bits that are in here and just put these away, my coat and my boots and just a couple of other odds and ends that were lying around here, just to tidy it up a little bit. And then I'm going to clean the mirror in the hallway, just because that was a bit smeared and splattered with toothpaste, where Amelia often stands there and cleans her teeth and looks in the mirror. And yeah, Zach licks it and they pull faces in it and goodness knows what, so it does kind of from time to time get quite messy. So I'm just going to clean that off now, and then I'm going to vacuum.
As far as way back goes, still standing by your side. You know I'll be right here when all the monsters come. Oh, I've got you.
Now I'm just changing the washing over. I'm going to take this load out that I put in there earlier in the video and then put another load in.
A million people in the crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights. And as the bass keep pounding on me, baby, I really wanna make you mine. I don't really care.
Now now moving into Amelia's room. I'm just going to give that a tidy up because, as you can see, the kids have left a whole load of toys lying around on the floor. They've just tipped up a couple of boxes and just left everything around. So I'm just going to give that a tidy up, and then I'm going to sit in here and fold that basket of tumble drying that you can see in the background there. There was about 3 loads that had collected in this basket, so there's quite a lot of folding up and putting away to do.
Surrounding me, baby, I'm sure we lost track of time. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever afters. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night sky's falling, do you believe in one-time lovers? Deep inside of my wildest dreams, you'll be by my side when the sun goes I'm buzzing, let's drink up. Your death look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we. So let's have some fun. If you love me, Wanna shake the ground, wanna break away, let loose. I'm tired of waiting, gotta make that move. All the neon signs, now they shout to me and you to write our story. Wanna shape the new. Do you wanna come along with me? Come along with me.
So now all that folding up's done, I'm just going to put things away, starting with Amelia's stuff. And I did put a couple of pairs of socks in Neil's drawer, which you saw just a minute ago. But yeah, I'm just putting Amelia's stuff away first, and then I'll move on to our main stuff. And just before I go ahead and put Zach's clothes away in his room, I'm just going to give Amelia's room a quick vacuum over.
Let us on tonight. Got a restless mind, and now I won't let go. So let us be crazy before we are cold. You can take us out, your doubts won't hold us down, 'cause we're gonna light up the sky where we go. Oh, oh. Do you wanna come along with me? Come along with me. Do you wanna? Something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it life. And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it life. And tomorrow's far away, should I let the party fade? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something. Let us on tonight.
How do we get this low? You come over and we start a fight. Never know who's wrong or right. Feel nothing when you go. I know it's not intelligent, drinking for the hell of it, but that's irrelevant now. We should talk about us. How come we're holding on? 'Cause really I don't see the benefits now. When you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 22, trying something new, just a pastime. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you.
So now everybody's clothes are put away, I'm just going to pop a couple of towels and bedding bits away in this cupboard. This is in the living room, and this is where we keep all the towels and the bedding for us. The towels and the bedding for the kids get kept in a couple of boxes behind Amelia's cabin bed in her room, just because it makes sense that obviously their rooms are that end and we sleep kind of in here, so that's where our bedding is kept, and then theirs are kept separate in Amelia's room.
I should probably let you go.
So now this food bin is nice and clean, I washed this up earlier, I'm just going to put another fresh bag in there, and there were a couple of bits to empty into there, but I just obviously wanted to let it dry first before I put a new bag in. So I've just done that, and then I'm just putting these couple of bits away so that I can then get on with cleaning where the cooker knobs are and the oven and grill.
Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me. I can't quit it. It's not like we're still 22 and trying something new, just a pastime. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense. There's no reason why I still fall back to you. Why do I fall back to you? Why do I fall back to you? Fall back to you. Fall back to you. Why do I fall back to you? Why do I fall back to you?
So I'm just taking out the oven shelves, and then I'm going to take out this mat that we have at the bottom of the oven where it collects all of the crumbs and the stuff that kind of overflows or spits around, and it does actually make it so much easier to clean the oven because it's only the sides that just need a bit of a wipe over, and then everything collects on this mat, and then you just wash it up in warm soapy water. So it's really, really handy. It means that the bottom of the oven doesn't get caked in fat and crumbs and goodness knows what else that kind of overflows from the dishes and the trays. So I've just taken that out to wash that up, and I'm just washing up the bits in the sink that were from lunchtime as well, and then I'll go ahead and obviously then finish cleaning the oven round.
Like we're still all good. You know I miss you the most when I'm lonely. You know I miss you the most when I'm lonely. When it's scary to give in, but somehow love always wins. But then I'm lonely, and my mind doesn't understand. I get too far in my thoughts, they take me back to the start, what we were, like we're still all.
So now, like I say, back to the oven, and I did put some Cif around the bottom of the oven, and then I spread it round the sides and just let it all sit in there while I was washing up the lunch things and the oven mat. And now I'm just going to go around and wipe all that out, and like I say, it just makes it so much easier, especially when you don't have to clean the bottom of the oven where things really get caked on and burn, and they're very, very difficult to get rid of sometimes. So that mat makes it just so much easier to clean. And I'm sure a lot of you do know, but just in case you don't, just to mention, Cif is actually a cream cleaner that you can use on work surfaces and ovens and things like that, and it's a really good cleaner. Now moving on to the grill, and the grill doesn't get used half as much as what the oven does, but I'm still going to give that a clean around with the Cif cream cleaner and just sort of spread that round and then wipe it out.
You know I miss you the most when I'm lonely. You know I miss you the most when I'm lonely. You know I miss you the most when I'm lonely. Nobody's like you. You are not normal at all. No, I feel like I want to let down my guard and just fall. 'Cause someone was before you, and someone let me go. This time I must know for sure. 'Cause someone was before you, and someone let me go. But I just need to be sure. Some say love's not for the bitter ones. Some say love will only bring you down. Some say love can feel much better now, better now. But will you let me down?
So this is a few hours later. This is sort of late afternoon, early evening. It was just before dinner time, and me and Neil just decided to move all of the sofa out and vacuum behind it and underneath it, just because there are a lot of things that do get dropped under there and behind there. There were a few toys, there were a couple of mouldy cookies and bits of food and stuff, and it was horrible. So it needed doing, and it's great because hopefully it will sort of last us through until after Christmas or into the new year, when we'll probably move it out again and do it, because of obviously all the things that might get dropped there around Christmas time and things. But it's something that we just sort of like to do maybe a few times a year or so, just because you never know what's under there, and it could be that the kids have been looking for something and we've been struggling to find it, and then it turns out that it's under there hidden behind something. So we're just moving that out now, and you'll see me here, I'm just giving this case a dust. I wish I'd actually used the vacuum because I didn't realise it was quite as dusty as it was. I'm actually just using a duster, so it was going all over the place, and obviously we had to vacuum the whole room again, even though I'd done it earlier on in the video. But that's fine, that's okay, it's nice and clean. And it's actually my keyboard, my electric keyboard case. I got it a while ago, and I did start to learn to sort of play, and I wasn't having any lessons with a teacher or anything like that, but I was kind of teaching myself and just kind of like tinkling around with it and stuff like that, and just sort of teaching myself really. And unfortunately I haven't been able to go on it as much lately, but I will get back into that. I think that's kind of a New Year's resolution for me, is to get back into that in the new year, once I've sort of caught up with some filming and editing, and I've got into a proper schedule and a proper routine with all things like that. And then if I can find sort of like maybe even half an hour or an hour each day while the kids are in school, then hopefully I can sort of practice on it and get going with it again. But I did learn a couple of things on it, and unfortunately I haven't been on it for a while, so I need to get back into it. It will be almost like learning right from the beginning, but it'll be interesting to see if I can actually remember what I learned to play from a few months ago. But it will get used, don't worry, and obviously it's in a case safe underneath the sofa, and it's fine there, it's in a padded case, so it's okay. It just unfortunately gets a bit dusty every now and again. I have to pull it out and dust the case off. But yeah, that's a New Year's resolution, to get back into learning how to play that.
Why don't we say that it's too late for us now? Why do we stay when I blame you for the things that
So that is it for this part 1 of the pre-Christmas Decorate Clean with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up with all of our other videos. I post every Sunday, and like I say, part 2 will be coming up very, very soon in the next week, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.